Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another session of Pulaski County Fiscal Court. Certainly glad to see each one here. Looks like our agenda is a little bit short today, so it may be a little quicker than normal, but certainly glad to see everyone here. I want to take a 30-second pause to think about our community and our loss with the Catron family. I want to remember those folks and the family and our community in prayer as we pause for 30 seconds. Then I've asked Mike Wilson, our magistrate here, to lead us in the pledge. If you don't mind, just 30 seconds to remember the Catron family. Thank you. If everyone please stand, we'll do the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready?
I hope so.
Fired up. First item of business will be to approve the minutes from the June 27th court meeting. I think everybody has a copy in front of them. Second to look over them. Entertain a motion to approve those.
Motion to approve.
Mr. Renshaw makes the motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Wheeldon seconds. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll move along to department reports. Solid waste. Danny?
Good morning. I'm here to present the 2023-24-109 board budget that was approved at our board meeting on June the 19th to court today.
Make a motion to approve. Mr. Wheeldon makes a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Do we have to approve it or just accept it? 109 board approved it.
They approved it, you all just have to acknowledge receipt of it.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Well, thank you.
I'll turn it over to Misty. She's got an ordinance complaint to present to court.
I just have a property at 2016 Pond Meadow Road. It's located in a subdivision off Oak Hill. The property isn't being mowed. I've got a bunch of debris and junk piled up in the front yard, and a couple of junk vehicles that have been sitting there for a couple of years.
Motion to clean up property.
Second.
Renshaw makes a motion to clean up the property at 2016 Pond Meadow Road. Mr. Strunk seconds. Any discussion on this? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We'll go to the road department. I'll ask for approval of 3,000 ton of rock.
Motion.
Mr. Wilson makes a motion.
Second.
Mr. Strunk seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Need a motion on the 3,000 gallons of patch oil.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Wheeldon makes a motion. Mr. Renshaw seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Have a road list in front of you.
Motion.
Mr. Wilson makes a motion on the road list approval.
Second.
Mr. Strunk seconds. Any discussion on that? Look at it. We didn't have any.
No speed limits on it, I looked at.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
The one thing that wasn't on the list that we need to do, we need to go ahead and approve our hot mix for the quarter, 1,500 tons for the first 3 months to cover potholes and patching.
Make that a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Renshaw makes a motion on the hot patch. Mr. Strunk seconds. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Next item will be EMS. Mr. Eubank.
The bids that we received, I guess it was a month ago now, for most of them. The video scope bid was last meeting. I'd like to accept each of those. Do you need the totals on each of those individual items? The generator, Kentucky Emergency Power, total for generator and install is $39,541. The narcotic control system, total on that one, it was to EMS Logic, and it is for $33,294. For the video scopes, to Boundtree Medical, $15,630.32.
Did you say 630.32?
Yes, sir.
15,630.
And for the radio communication system bid, there was quite a bit of different options on that. With the hardware, 3-year subscription to the GPS for the mobile radios instead of all the radios to save some money there. FCC licensing, decrease the number of remote speakers, and the maintenance. Award that to Mobile Communications of America. The total on that bid was $269,882.22.
Need a motion to accept the bid. Mr. Wheeler makes that motion.
Second.
Mr. Turpin seconds. Any discussion?
I do. I
Mr.
just
Renshaw.
want to make sure that these numbers are coming out of the $2.1 million agreement we have with the city for city-county agreement.
When this item was approved, I was told that that was money that was coming from the ARPA funding for EMS. Now, what agreements has been made between the previous judge, this judge, and the mayor, I've
We
not
have a
been involved in those.
$2.1 million agreement with the city.
Yes, sir.
Sharing ARPA money. So
I understand.
I just want to make sure it's on the record that that's what that's coming out of.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you to the court for getting this equipment for our crews to take care of our community. We really appreciate your support.
Thank you. The next item was the sheriff, and he has said that we have answered his questions, so he's going to withdraw. I'm going to ask Don Franklin, Emergency Management, to present a little grant that we got this last week.
Morning, everybody. First of all, want to update you, the Office of Emergency Management has moved over to 25 Jesse Lane off of 914. So that's where we'll be with Rick Haynes, who's our grant writer, and among some other things that he's doing over there. So if you need us, that's where we'll be. The grant that we put in for a couple of months ago, we were awarded. It was for 16 computers, monitors, docking stations, and a switch to get all that up on the monitors in the EOC. We've been awarded that. It was a little over, it was $30,500, and it's a 50-50 grant, so our portion is going to be $15,278 and some change. This is through the the EMPG federal grant that comes through Kentucky Division of Emergency Management. And so with your permission, I would like to go ahead and get that ordered if it's the will of the court. And it's reimbursable. What we pay for it, they reimburse us, is how that works.
How much was the grant for?
The total, it was 30,000, a little over 30,500.
We pay our company.
1,500, and then we gotta come up with 15,000.
15,278 and some change. I don't know the exact change.
Where were we gonna come up with that out of the budget at? We didn't have that earmarked for the budget.
That's come out of our money, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it can. We have ARPA money left.
Okay. So motion to approve with the funds coming out of ARPA money?
Put that in a motion.
I did.
Mr. Renshaw makes that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Turpin seconds. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Secondly, to go along with that, your Emergency Operations Center it's kind of like a church. It's not the building, it's not the furniture, it's the people that are involved. And so our EOC is only going to be as functional as the people we have working in it. So we had some training scheduled through Texas A&M. They'll be coming up here, and originally the closest training I could get was July of 2024. But because there was a cancellation, we have moved that up to August 1st and 2nd of this year. So the timing really could not have been better. So I just got approval on that about 8 o'clock last night. Got the paperwork done this morning. We'll be sending out a notification to all those who it would pertain to, if not today, tomorrow, as soon as I get the paperwork back from Texas A&M. Also, I need your help from the magistrates. I would like to start what I refer to as the listening tours, the community meetings, so we can get feedback from the community within their districts. If you can help me with the location, I would like to get those started maybe sometime in August. Do it in the evenings, 6 to 7:30, 6 to 8, whatever. Invite the public out so we can hear what they've got to say at their convenience, so we can start resolving some of the problems that we may not even be aware of, or some perceived problems that the public may have that we need to address. Communication's key to everything, and I would like to see our public get involved from the emergency management standpoint so we can hear what they've got to say. Also, we are going to start, this is our emergency operations plan, or at least part of it. This has to be reviewed, has to be updated annually. This is due into Frankfurt the 15th. We're good to go for this year. But we'll be needing all the response agencies to help us with this, because I would like to start about September dividing this out to the different departments and have them look that over and make any changes, so that can all be compiled and submitted next July. And then another thing that would be extremely beneficial would be where we are on our county comprehensive plan. We really need that to have our 20-year goal, 10-year goal, because everything I do in my office is going to pertain to that, as well as industry, housing, things like that. So that's something that we need to start considering. It's required by KRS 100. It would give us a goal. It would give us something to shoot for. It would also help us with our budgeting, that if it doesn't pertain to getting us to that 20-year goal, it may be something we put on the back burner until our funds are where they need to be. But keep that in the back of your head. I'll be reminding you from time to time to get that done, because that's going to be a lot of work. And I've talked to Mr. Hatfield about that. He's aware of it. When we say comprehensive plan, it's comprehensive. So we're going to need everybody's help on that. So, all right, that's all I've got. Thank you very much.
Thanks, John. Our next item will be animal control. Adam is not here. Cloyd, can you give us something on the ground?
Good morning. Adam Scales was not able to be here today. He wanted the court to ask permission of the court to apply for a spay and neuter match grant. He told me to tell you that this is the same grant that you approve every year. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, although I may not know a whole lot about the topic other than what I just said.
Motion to approve. Grant, right?
Mr. Wilton has a motion.
Second.
Mr. Renshaw seconds. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to the treasurer. Bill list in front of you.
Motion.
Second. Wilson makes the motion, Mr. Strunk second. Any discussion on the bill list? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Transfers, Chris, I'll let you handle this.
Okay. The transfers you guys have got in front of you all are from the occupational tax. Those are just routine quarterly transfers.
Can you read them all?
And from the general fund to road, $412,500. Jail, to the jail from the general fund is $201,563. To 911 from general is $412,500.
Motion to approve the transfers.
Mr. Renshaw makes the motion to approve. Do I have a second? Second. Mr. Strunk seconds. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion passes. Bank reconciliations, I don't know if it's on the list, but we are able to do that. Go ahead, Chris.
You guys have got the June bank reconciliations in front of y'all. There is, next month we should be able to do this inside of the computer software that we have through Springbrook. So this hopefully will be the last time that I'll have to do them manually. Y'all have any questions or any?
Motion to approve. Second.
Mr. Strunk makes a motion to approve bank recs. Mr. Wilson seconds. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any other business to come before this body? I want to give just a brief report. That's what's been happening in our office. We did have an exit with the auditor last week, and it was quite lengthy. We're going through the comment section now. We have to have a response from me and the treasurer on the response to the audit. It was not good. It will be published as soon as we get our comments back by the 19th, and then they send it to Frankfurt for approval and to see our recommendations, what we can do about it. They had 18 findings of the audit, which many of them are repeats, but we're working through that. They're patient with us, to say the least, but we do have some problems we have to confront and take care of in our latest audit. But we're working through that. As I say, we've got to respond by next week. We're going to have most of that done very soon, working with Chrissa and other people involved to make sure we get it right this time. But it's an ongoing problem that we've had, but we're going to get it corrected the best of our ability. So I just wanted to update you on that. It is going to be out to the newspaper here in a couple of weeks, so be prepared for that. But we did have 18 findings that we're working through for the 22-23 audit. And then also he informed me that they'll be back in September to do the audit of 23-24, which is just starting right. It will get half of the previous administration and half of this. It's 22-23 actually. Then get half of the previous administration, then the first 6 months of me. So they'll be back in. So we're doing 3 audits in the first 7 months, but we're getting through them. So appreciate your patience, and you'll be hearing more on it just a little bit later. Any other comments, questions? That concludes our business portion of citizens' comments. Are next. If we have anyone in the audience that wants to comment.
Please. I'm Jessica. I'm from Pulaski County, born and raised here. I've been here a couple times. I started Help the Homeless. I started that in December of 2022. So we're not that old. We're a 501c3 now. We do a whole lot for Pulaski County, for our most desperate and impoverished citizens. I'd like to thank Pulaski County for allowing us to use the Judicial Plaza on Friday nights. We're up to feeding about 300 individuals in person and to go every Friday. That's been a blessing. We also have opened our community center on Bogle Street. We are keeping about 20 to 30 unhoused individuals coming through at any given time to have showers, food, job applications. They're connecting to resources like food stamps, Medicaid, things of that nature. We've started a program called Hire the Homeless, and we hire people that have been homeless on the streets of Pulaski County to run our sheltering projects and things of that nature. The reason I'm here today is on Friday night after our meal, we have a project called Unify Pulaski. And the goal is to unify all Pulaski Countyans towards providing some type of emergency respite for people that are stuck on the street. We get calls nonstop. I would say it's fair to say that we are about overrun with people that are desperate. Recent call, we had a mother that was from out of town. She had a dispute with the people she was with. She was left on the street over at Charred Oak Grill. She had a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. Both were autistic. She called the police for help in desperation. Unfortunately, in Pulaski County, the police don't have resources to house people at 10 o'clock at night. Nothing they could do to help her. Luckily, Help the Homeless, we have a social media site. I got on there about 10 p.m., asked for help, and a local attorney was able to provide a hotel room for them, and then we were able to get them, where they needed to go. We do shelter shuttle. We help people to other shelters here. Our sheltering project we do on Fridays is at Somerset Wesleyan Church, and that's gone so well, and we've done so good with no problems that they are allowing us to extend that to 7 days a week. So 7 days a week, we'll have a place for Pulaski Countyans to go that are in desperate need of just a roof over their head to get out of the elements. And I want to make you aware, the youngest call that we've had in the last month or so has been 5 years old under a bridge. Our oldest guest at our office is 73 years old, and she sleeps in the weeds. There's not anywhere for people to go in Pulaski County, but we want to provide a small place without creating a honeypot to attract, other people to drain resources. We want to do a small effort, about 10. We would like 5 of those to be transitional through our work program. We have a long list of people already applying. They're already working. They would like a place to sleep at night. Showering at our office is great and everything, but when it rains and pours on you at night, it's really hard to go to work the next day. So we're providing a whole lot. We hope to provide transportation. And I just want to let you know that we are trying to turn trespassers into taxpayers over at Help the Homeless. And we would appreciate any guidance from the county on any funding for housing, recovery, anything we could get, anything that would help us. Right now, we're totally community-led. We've not had any grants, anything. This has all been the love of the community. So we would do anything to be able to partner with the county and the city to help us with this, because we've sure tried to be an asset to the county.
Thank you.
Are you set up as a nonprofit organization already?
Yes, we're a 501c3 tax deductible, yes.
Any other comments? Then I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Mr. Wilson makes the motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
We will stand adjourned.